Hey, it's Thomas here, and today we're going to talk about vivariums and paludariums and an absolutely fantastic product for misting. That's right, we're going to do a product review, a quick review on the MistKing Starter System. So, a very crucial part of keeping live plants terrestrially is making sure they get watered effectively. And when we're keeping paludariums and vivariums that are full of plants, a lot of the time we're dealing with epiphytes. Epiphytes are plants that grow on top of things and not necessarily in dirt. And how do they like to get their water? Through misting or ambient humidity. So how do you keep that where it needs to be? The MistKing Starter System, which is a fantastic misting system that is complete, including the pump, all the necessary tubings, and some seriously good, and I mean seriously good, misting nozzles. Misting nozzles make all the difference, and MistKing's misting nozzles produce a very large, widespread, fine mist that will absolutely fill the enclosure. For instance, 2 nozzles in an 18 by 18 by 24 inch tall enclosure will leave that enclosure completely full of mist. I know because I use this system and it works perfectly. So what makes these MistKing pumps so much better than other pumps on the market? Well, first of all, rather than taking just a generic pressure pump that's already out there and putting it to an application that it wasn't actually designed for, MistKing's gone ahead and had it built from the ground up specifically for this use, which is exclusive to MistKing. The pumps run virtually silent, making almost no noise. If it's under the stand, you're probably not going to hear it at all. The other thing is that these pumps can run dry for hours on end with absolutely no damage to the pump. Although you don't ever really want to do that because that means your vivarium's not getting misted, what it does tell you is that if you forget, you're not going to destroy your pump by accident. MistKing misting nozzles are black, which is great because it hides well. They're also extremely low profile and use a bulkhead to attach in place rather than a suction cup which can fall off and then what are you misting, the dirt? The other nice thing about them is that they have multiple pivot points so you can get them in just about any direction. Like literally any direction. Like watch me. Any direction. All of them. All the directions. There's so many directions. My favorite part about these nozzles isn't actually that they're low profile, black, and have a ton of pivot points. It's the fact that they have a small check valve in them, which helps to prevent dripping. This is really important because a lot of misting nozzles out there will drip after they go off for a long time, which means if you have a smaller enclosure or not a ton of substrate, you're gonna get really soppy in that enclosure right underneath the nozzle. Ooh, not good. But MistKing solved that for you. And just in case you're super particular about dripping, like don't want any, they also have a system called the Zip Drip, which you can add to a starter misting system or come standard with their ultimate misting system. The Zip Drip basically relieves line pressure after the misting nozzles go off, which results in 0 dripping, literally none. MistKing has also very recently updated their units with brand new seconds timers that were created specifically for MistKing. The new seconds timers give you a lot of extra control you didn't previously have. So now if you want to say mist twice on Monday for 15 seconds the first time and 2 minutes the next time, and then 6 times on Wednesday at different durations each time, you can actually achieve that. And what's even more fun is that there's an override button, so if you'd like to just mist for any number of seconds because you've noticed your plants need a little bit extra, you can hold that button down until your misting needs are met. The timer also has a battery backup, so don't worry, if there's a power outage, your settings will be saved. You might be thinking to yourself, do I want the starter system because I'm starting, or do you want the ultimate system because I'm ultimate? Well, the answer is simple. How many misting nozzles will you need? The starter system comes with 1 misting nozzle, but is expandable up to 10. The ultimate system comes with 3 misting nozzles, but is expandable up to 20. That's a lot of misting nozzles. It also includes a Zip Drip, which if you still want for your starter system, can be purchased separately. So ask yourself, how big is your enclosure? Or how many enclosures do you have? Because you can use one system for multiple. Proper misting is absolutely crucial for keeping sensitive species and live plants in paludariums, vivariums, and the like, so make sure you have a reliable system, something that's not going to fail on you and forget to mist completely, or worse, accidentally stick on and flood your tank. So if you want some peace of mind, check out the MistKing systems. You can check them out by clicking this link right here. It'll take you straight there. If you have any questions regarding this subject, I know quite a little bit, and so do our staff, so feel free to leave a comment below so we can get back to you or reach out to us on social media. And as always, you should continue to tank on, whether it's terrestrial or aquatic. And there are some products out there that really make it Okay, here we go, take it. Look deep into your heart. Is it a jungle? I know it is. And if it were, you would need to mist it.